Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you're having a fantastic one out there. I appreciate you all joining me here and clicking on the video, whether it's your first time, second time, somewhere between, after, before, can't be before, but thank you so much for being here. As today we're going to take a look and a listen here with some Bach. We're going to look at the first part of St. Matthew Passion here, which is going to be entitled let's see, part one, number one. Oh, it's a long course and it's in German. Let me get a quick translation if you don't mind. Come, you daughters, help me lament. Oh, innocent Lamb of God. I believe that's going to be the title. I apologize. Don't quote me. I don't know exactly how to read this. Okay. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Joe. Joe, thank you so much for the recommendation, and thank you so much for the support as well. I truly appreciate that. You had sent me an email as well, just telling me about the music a little bit and how important Bach has been and is into music. And I don't know a lot from Bach. We have listened to Come Jesu Come, which I love that. That was such a cool piece of music, and I love choral music. I haven't explored a lot of it, but I really do enjoy the overall sound of it. So I'm excited to dive into this one. So let's go ahead and do so right now. We'll give it a listen. We'll discuss it after. Here we go. That is moving beyond compare. That is magical. If they can hear those younger voices mixing in. Some voices sustain and others pick up the words. Now resolve. Now exhale. Music picks up but brings it down to subtlety. Does this move you? Because it's gorgeous to me. I can't speak for you, but listen to anything like this choral music with such beautiful, 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 beautiful choirs is just moving to me. I love it. I love the sound. I love the immensity of it, the size of it all. It's gorgeously towering to listen to. The music is absolutely charmingly beautiful. And I like how you can hear the diversity of voices within the choir there. Also, I forgot to mention, I didn't quite mention that this is the overture to this piece, to St. Matthew's Passion, or St. Matthew Passion rather. And I think it does a phenomenal job. Oh, it's because I'm looking at this and like you guys can't see. I can't show you my Spotify, but like this next piece is like 52 seconds. Like I just want to listen to this, you know? Man. And this whole thing is 3 hours long. Can I tell you, I would love to just put this on and just sit with it. Man, just to sit with this and just like enjoy it. That is magical. And the power of their voices, it just overwhelms in the most beautiful way. It overwhelms in the most divine, spiritual way possible, and it just takes hold of you. And even more so than the music, you hear the organ and such beneath it, but it's really the voices that comes over and just takes over. And I don't have many words. Okay, honestly, I'm finding it hard to describe the music because I just think it's beautiful. Like, I don't know. There's nothing else for me. I can't speak of chords and melodies and things. I like how at one point you can hear the younger voices singing in here as well, because you have the both male and female choir, but then you also have a younger choir in there, and you can definitely hear their voices kind of sustaining the notes at one point, while the men and women choir kind of juxtapose and contrast with the back and forth singing and lyrics there. Yeah, like, don't laugh at me. I'm not. I'm not trying to like do like a quick video or anything like that. I have all the time in the world right now. It's just I don't know what else to say beyond it. It's just gorgeous, and I love listening to this type of music. You know what we could do? I have the Wikipedia pulled up, and I do have the lyrics here pulled up as well, both the original German and the translation, as we heard here. I wish you can briefly go into this, and then we'll look at some of the information. Come, ye daughters, help me lament. Behold whom? The bridegroom. Behold him how? Like a lamb. Behold what? Behold his patience. Behold where? Behold our guilt. I like the, call to attention, the question, how, what, where, and then the answer. Behold him out of love and graciousness, himself carrying the wood of the cross. O guiltless Lamb of God, slaughtered on the stem of the cross, always found patience. Although thou wast despised, all sin hast thou borne. Else we must have despaired. Have mercy upon us, O Jesus. Like, it's just gorgeous. And I love the way that this is written. Like, truly, I think that is written so fantastically with the question and the answer there. And let's look at some of the information about this piece as a whole. It's a Passion, a sacred oratorio written by Bach in 1727, and it was mentioned that this was only one of two that was written for. This is for solo voices, double choir, and double orchestra with libretto by Picander. Picks up the 26th and 27th chapters of Matthew. Some music with interspersed chorals and arias. It is widely regarded as one of the masterpieces of Baroque sacred music. God, like, there's no way. Right now, I just don't have time to sit for 3 hours. And let's be honest, it'd be over 3 hours with talking included and listen to this on here. And yet, I want to find a way, That's the thing. I want to find a way. It's it's the second of two Passion settings by Bach that have survived in their entirety. The first being the St. John Passion. Little is known about, or little is known with certainty about the creation process. The available information derives from extant early manuscripts, contemporary publications of the libretto, circumstantial data as well. For instance, the documents archived in the Town Council of Leipzig. It's first performed in 1727 in St. Thomas Church. Can you imagine hearing this, man? In Leipzig, it was not allowed to paraphrase the version or the words of the Gospel in the Passion presentation on Good Friday. A setting of the then popular Bach's Passion libretto, largely consisting of such paraphrasing, could not be done without replacing the paraphrases by actual Gospel text. That was the option chosen by Bach for his 1724 St. John Passion. But I want to know about this Passion. Since 1975, it's usually been assumed that Bach's St. Matthew Passion was first performed in 1727, although its first performance may have been as late as Good Friday 1729. In this version, the Passion was written for 2 choruses and orchestra, and it goes on from there to describe it. This was just really, really cool. Like, there's the organ, man. I think, like, churches and cathedrals especially are just magical, majestic even. Of course, it talks about the Bible text that it uses as well, the chorus and the choir, and those who make up the choirs here, the writers, the gospel parts. Man, like, I can tell you, partly from listening to this, but also by reading the information presented here, that this was a work, to say the least. As for other Passion oratorios, the backbone of the structure is the narration of the gospel. The evangelist, a tenor voice, sings the gospel text in a declamatory style called secco recitative, that is, with only a continual accompaniment. Direct speech sections of the gospel text are brought by other singers in the same secco format, except for Christ's voice. Words spoken by Christ are sung by a bass and an accompanato recitative, that is, accompanied by strings and in a more arioso style than the secco recitatives and the turba choruses. This is a lot. While I'll admit that, of course, much of this is beyond me when it comes to the technicalities, it does show me and open my eyes just to how involved and, once again, how much of a work it is. And here's the scheme of writing: the cornerstone choral movements, the gospel parts playing their parts, the choral harmonizations, and the non-gospel, the recitatives, and arias. I know I was saying that wrong. I apologize. Maybe I was still saying it wrong. And here's where some of that comes in. This was fantastic. And like most of, you know what? I can probably pull up the Spotify here really quick. Like most of the pieces in here are less than. Here we go. Hold on. Make sure it doesn't show anything I don't need it showing. Okay, should be fine. Most of the pieces in here, 52 seconds, a minute, 41 seconds. Like, it goes quick. It goes quick, but it's 3 hours long. There's 3 discs. If we really wanted to, we could probably do it disc by disc. If we really wanted to. About 3 hours. But that's gonna be a long song Saturday. That's gonna be 3 long song Saturdays. Man. My mind's like, my hamster wheel is going like, how could I do this? But not everybody's gonna want to watch 3 long song Saturdays consecutively, because I would make them consecutive of this, huh? Some people would, though. I'd love to know your thoughts. My mind is just going like, how could I do this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as usual, the typical. Because, man, my mind is rolling. Joe, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you so much for the support. You have my hamster going. Let me mull this one over a little bit. Definitely, I would love your input in the comments. So please input in the comments. But how?